Hello everyone, my name is Masterofroflness. Welcome to Total War Warhammer. This is the next installment in the Total War series in which we can use a variety of different factions from the Warhammer fantasy universe. So, if you didn't pay attention to the title of this video, we're going to be doing a Vampire Counts Let's Play. Now, every single faction gets two different legendary lords, each with different faction effects and different starting units. We're going to be playing as Mannfred von Carstein for this Let's Play. However, we will eventually be able to recruit Heinrich as long as we get the right tech. Alright, so let's start off with legendary difficulty because I'm a little bit of a masochist. But enough about my fetishes. Let's continue.
War is eternal. As inevitable as the grave. The old world, the rotting corpse within. Some fools think it worth saving. But there are beings who wish to bring about an eternal night. I am a bearer of law to those with such power. Counts of the von Carstein bloodline. My master, Mannfred, has returned from the dead once more. He marches on the von Carstein ancestral pile of Castle Dragonhof. For I have brought him ill news that a master necromancer has claimed the fortress as his own. Mannfred must retake his ancient stronghold, and either destroy the usurper within, or bind him to his will.
Now, usually if you play on a normal difficulty or hard or very hard, you can actually choose to skip this introduction battle. However, if you're playing on legendary difficulty, it's just automatically skipped, which is unfortunate to say the least.
Castle Dragonhof is back in your hands, my unliving sire. Yet you have many enemies, both living and dead, who balk at the threat of a von Carstein reigning from his ancestral stronghold. Much needs to be done. The Tempelhof brood control the lands to the north, as far as the River Ster. Conflict with them is inevitable, but your will is indomitable. Take their lands, burn their crypts, and deploy their own dead against them. The high mountains to the south are infested with dwarfs. Your homelands will never be safe with such an enemy so close. Make plans to drive their stunted kind out in time. Greatness runs throughout the von Carstein bloodline, my lord. Glory shall be yours, if you are ambitious enough to seize it.
Alright, pretty good stuff. So, mission has been issued. We gotta take out the Tempelhof. Here's Mannfred von Carstein. He's one of those cool vampires. Not like Edward, but rather, you know, like a Blade, or maybe one of those vampires from 30 Days of Night. In any case, here's Castle Dragonhof. Castle Dragonhof is a wonderful place. We have access to a cemetery to start off with, and we have access to basically whatever we want. We can choose to construct a building to give us more income, or maybe something to give us a little bit more production. Sadly, we can't get anything that can offer some military support like an ancient armory, because that requires a level 3 settlement. So right now, I'm thinking I'm going to probably go for a binding circle. And the reason why is because we can eventually upgrade it so that... Wait, let me get rid of this guy really quick. We can eventually upgrade it so that we can get Hex Wraiths right over here, Karn Wraiths, and a White Knight, White King. Now, we don't really need to worry about getting the Direwolves or the Fell Beasts. Or did I just say Fell Beasts? Fell Bats. Mostly because this forest over here, we can get it at Waldenhof once we conquer that city. And so there's really no point in actually getting an extra forest, because then we'll have to delete one of them. Seeing as though this is all in the Eastern Slovenian region. Now, vampire accounts have a lot of interesting abilities attached to them. One of them being they can raise dead. The amount of dead they can raise and the types of undead they can raise is dependent on the bodies around the area. So if you have a gigantic battle around you and you win it, then hey, you can resurrect dead from that battle and bam, you get like, I don't know, level 3 or level 4 units. I'm not sure how far the rabbit hole goes with that one, but let's just assume we can get like a zombie dragon from a pile of undead corpses. I mean, a pile of corpses. If they're already undead, then those are zombies. So yeah, let's go for the binding circle. We want to get Crypt Ghouls. I could upgrade the cemetery, but there's no point, considering that in order to get the ancient armory, which is needed to get the grave guard, we need to get a level 3 settlement. So right now, the only thing we can really do is kick some Tempelhof butt, which will get us some extra dark magic. This is Castle Tempelhof. It has a lot of units in its garrison, so we might not want to attack them at the start, especially with that second army over there. We can attack this smaller army. Now this is going to be easy peasy, but I want to fight this battle primarily just to show you guys Total War Warhammer battles. You know, you already had to skip the introduction. You might as well just like get a random easy battle going. Now we can gamble in order to change the landscape, but I don't really care. I want to save up as much magic as possible for obviously some good old-fashioned abilities. So let's get our guys set up. We got some zombies in the back line, and then we'll get some skeletons right over there. Crypt Ghouls, Spearmen, put them here, and then the Fell Bats and the Varghulf will just stay here. Mannfred will be in the back of everything. Oh, oopsie. Alright, now time to zoom in and look at everything. So here are zombies. They're pretty cool. They're like your standard Walking Dead, slow-moving zombies, if you've been paying attention to the zombies for the last like 50 or 60 years. What's interesting is that these zombies have white pouches. Now I was beginning to think, oh, their sheets are just ripping, because, I don't know, they're zombies, and I guess they mess up their clothes and stuff like that. But no, these are white pouches. They were sewed on. So I don't know why all the zombies have fanny packs, but they do. This guy has a really tight belt. Next we got skeletons. No skeletons. I'm just pretty stoked that we get some skeletons. Here are some Crypt Ghouls. I absolutely love the aesthetics of the Crypt Ghouls and the Crypt Horrors. I love this look, especially with the bones protruding everywhere. Let's go to Mannfred really quick. This guy over here, he is massive. Look at him in comparison to these skeletons. He's huge! A giant! Fell Bats, which I called Fell Beasts. These guys can only be attacked by missile units or airborne units. So, that is something to keep in mind. However, once you get on the ground, it's fair game. And here comes the Varghulf, or what I like to call Bat Hulk, because it looks like the Hulk, but in bat form. Like a deformed, retarded cousin. Anyway, let's move forward. Okay, our guys are running. Let's not have that happen. Now, interesting thing about the skeletons. Look at this. Look how they move. Super spooky. Look at that. They kind of move like the skeletons in Jason and the Argonauts. It's wonderful. It's a really old movie, actually, and also it's an actual story, a book, but doesn't matter. Just look up the movie. Look how they make the skeletons walk. It's amazing. In fact, I remember playing this at PAX East. That was the only thing I couldn't stop giggling about, how the skeletons moved. It's so goofy. Got a direwolf unit right over there. We can maybe zoom in on that a little bit. Show you guys some wolfy action. Look at them. Look at those puppers. The crypt ghouls and the spearmen to attack these guys. Varghulf will attack the zombies. Oh, incoming. Maybe what I'm thinking about doing is just having the zombies circle around and... yeah, there we go. Yeah, the plan is to just flank a lot of these units. Varghulf will just do just fine. Look at him go. Against groups of infantry, the Bat Hulk is incredibly powerful against them, especially vampire count units, because they're all really weak. The problem is that, oh hey, regeneration is, poor leadership is pretty bad, so you want to make sure that he's not in a losing battle.
Empower me.
Now, we got two abilities with Mannfred. We have Soul Leech, which does tons of damage to single targets. Then we have Invocation of Nehek, which resurrects dead combatants and regenerates health. We're going to probably use Soul Leech because I want this battle to be over with, and I want to kill this leader. Now, here's the thing, something to keep in mind, is that a lot of the vampire count units revolve around morale. Now, the way their morale works is simple, really. Oh, wait, I haven't even used the Felbats yet. The way their morale works is very simple. If they have a low amount of morale, then units will start to disintegrate. They won't retreat from a battle. And so, if your units end up all having 0 to very little morale, they'll just slowly die off. So something to keep in mind. I remember in Call of Warhammer, vampire count units could just grind away at their opponents for hours and hours on end, but they were very weak units, so that's how it was balanced. And also the vampire counts were dealing with some incredible odds in those campaigns. As you can see right now, units are already turning into dust. They shoot out confetti, kind of like the grunts from Halo, except without the yay. It's more like the Let's get the skeleton warriors to flank these guys. Speed up the process of this skeleton warrior unit getting extremely weak. Flanking is incredibly important with vampire counts. Got 44 zombies still crumbling, still alive. Who's actually weak in army? It's the zombies. Yep, it's always the zombies. Cast an invocation to maybe heal him up. And the leader's dead, so yep, his army disintegrated and I was able to win that. Took 304 losses. I remember in one playtest I actually got like only 100 losses, which was pretty dope. With these vampire count versus vampire count battles, they get pretty messy. Let's just go ahead and get some extra replenishment. Oh, I got a banner. Oh. +4 leadership. Nice. Get her run away. It's all good though. I like the fact that I got that banner. Alright, so objective is to conquer the city. It has wine. I like wine, so let's go ahead and conquer it. Now we have a couple of abilities to choose from, and these will lead on to upgrades for our units as well as future abilities that will make us a little bit more powerful. Trying to think of what I want to do. We could go for Aura of Supremacy, but we already have the banner here that should help us out in general. Man, if only we were reversing off against humans, our leadership would be way better. Oh, the banner's just staying with us forever. I love that. Oh, but it's self plus 4 leadership. Okay, so I don't think, is it leadership to all of our units? No, it's not an aura. We're gonna need an aura, however. Then again, let me think. You know what? Actually, I've always used this ability, and it turns out it doesn't really. I mean, I've always like gotten this this skill, but it doesn't really help us out actually. Like, I mean, it does to an extent, but your units already still have shit morale, even if you have that upgrade. So what I need to do is get something a little bit more useful. I think what I want to do is maybe get Invocation. Yeah, and get some upgrades, especially like Curse of Undeath. That should help out. Now, let's get a tech. Personally, I want to upgrade my skeletons and my zombies, so we're going to get this book. And that'll lead on to cheaper recruitment costs, and maybe increasing our armor for grave guards. Now let's construct some skeleton warriors and then end our turn. That should be it. Oh, dwarves are coming in. Ooh, spooky. Here's the thing about the dwarves we should realize is that they're probably not attacking us because they're not stupid. Because look at my garrison. Graveguard, Crypt Ghouls, Direwolves, Fellbats, Varghulfs. You don't wanna fight against that army. Okay, get some zombies, and now we can probably push on. I mean, we could end our turn and save up some. Ooh, interesting stuff. We could actually attack right now, theoretically. Think about it like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, I think we can actually attack this castle and conquer it. I've never done this before, but you know what? I think that would end Castle Templehof. Let's go ahead right now and construct a lord while we're doing that. Ooh. I like this vampire lord. Distinguishing Scar helps him out a great deal, I think. Alright. Let's go in hot.
Destroy them. Attack.
Balance of power is not in my favor, actually. But I still kind of want to fight it still. Especially with the leader being weak. Could get maybe a battering ram. Actually, we could just charge at the walls with ladders. I'm trying to think right now. Is there 2 siege towers? Would maybe be worth it. Maybe. Let's get a battering ram. Just a battering ram.
Bring war. All die.
Oh, let's raise these guys. There we go. Now we have a stack of 20. We're preventing this guy from recruiting. This city... This army could be a problem. We'll have to see.
Hand me my sword. None shall live. Wipe them out.
Yeah, I think we can fight this right now. It's gonna be risky, but we're just gonna charge at them with everything we got. I've never done this before. I've almost never attacked Templehof right off the bat, but so far the AI, weirdly enough, has backed off his forces, and so I think this is actually the best situation to probably go in hot. Now, as you can see, all of my units right now have ladders, so I think, yeah, I think we could do this. These towers over here, however, are extremely powerful. What I need to do is back off these 2 units. And even then, I don't think it'll help out. We're going to lose a lot of forces, but the amount of stuff we gain from conquering the city will make it worth it.
Mannfred von Carstein.
Oh, why am I getting these guys? No, don't do that, silly billies. All right, move forward. Just having all my guys just hold on for dear life. See those blue mists? We're being attacked by the towers. These pipes over here are hitting us. And they do quite a bit of damage, actually. Not enough to discourage us, but just enough to make us go, oh, okay, this battle might not be going as planned. Really? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. How did our ladders get over there? Well, okay. That is weird. This entire side is about to be occupied, which is going to be wonderful. These 2 towers are actually unoccupied, which is kind of weird. I'm really glad that Tempelhof's garrison doesn't have like something extremely powerful. Otherwise, I'd be a little bit wary about attacking. Oh, these blue fart grenades are not necessarily something that I would like to deal with, but I think we'll be just fine. What we need to do is find that general and put him out of his misery. Come on, climb the ladder. I kind of wish, actually, that the Vampire Count's units will just, like, climb the ladders instead of just, I don't know, creating siege ladders from nowhere. I mean, not climb the ladders, climb the walls, but instead of creating siege ladders out of nowhere. Because I feel like it would be way cooler to see. I don't know. That's just me. Oh my god! As you can probably tell, this is what happens when we get him too close. My poor guy! Actually, it's held by the Vampire Counts. Yeah, he shouldn't be attacked anymore. Well, that's not a valid ally. Who is a valid ally then? Oh, can I not use abilities when I'm climbing up? Oh, I already just used that. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we should win just by out-spamming these guys.
Witness true power. Agree.
Let's channel in order to get some extra dark energy. I mean, dark magic. Ah, whatever. Energy magic. Tomato, tomato. Could try and snipe this guy. It is possible. But I have enough for a spirit leech. These zombies are just forming a gigantic choo-choo train. And the Bat Hulk is coming.
These lads are mine.
Oh, come on. You guys didn't even kill him. Alright, we'll have to use one more of our Magic-a-roo abilities, and then afterwards we can kick some butt. There we go. Oh. Never mind. That was not where we want to go. We did kill the Lord, right? I mean, he's dead currently, correct? I'd be surprised if he stayed alive.
These lads are mine.
Oh, I'm really glad these guys have regeneration. Or this guy has regeneration, actually. Because of the amount of damage she took in the early game, like he's not doing as well as I'd hope. He's gonna do just fine when I get him out of combat. When I get him back into combat, then it becomes an issue. Can't even get this guy on the walls. If I got this guy on the walls, oh man, things would be easy peasy. It's alright, we're gonna win this battle. It's gonna be a case of how many units do we want to lose overall. Huh? Trying to left click and select these guys for invocation of the heck, but this won't work.
We surpass Nagash. It shall be.
Do this.
I will.
Yeah, heal up, my man.
I serve me. They are cattle.
These bats will eventually die. Just need to hold out a little bit longer. And the Varghulf still has some problems with morale.
My cure is death.
Yeah, but we're healing him up still.
Hearken to my will. Behold, endless life.
Come on, bats. Come on. Disintegrate. Disintegrate like Jimmy Neutron's hopes and dreams. Gotta literally bring my vampire count to babysit. It's kind of adorable. Okay, fell bats are finally dying off. But the Varghulfs is, I mean, the Bat Hulk is still dying off.
Address thee as master. Attend me. I assent.
Alright, my son, come back. Go back and kill.
Thy cure is dead. I am the true emperor.
Alright. Come on. Heal, heal, heal.
Hearken to my will.
Yeah, let's move our guys right over here.
Master.
Very cool that we were able to conquer Temple Hall like this.
For a knife.
A little bit unfortunate that the Bat Hulk is not exactly performing as well as he should. Oh shit, that could have been really bad. We lost a couple skeletons, some zombies here and there, but overall, it was worth. Yeah, of course, occupy. Fireball. Ooh.
The taint of undeath is spread by your conquests, mighty lord. Your realm grows, and more distant lands now fall under your gaze. The Empire and other kingdoms of men lie to the north and west. There you may feast. The living are plentiful. Such a thing is impossible.
Alright, so I think in the next episode we're going to focus on taking out the last army of the Temple Hoffians, and then afterwards cleaning up the rest of Slovenia, and then working off of there. I'm thinking, what can I do here? Yeah, I probably want to get a Forester Shack now that I think about it. I mean, come on. Got some timber here, right? Gotta take advantage of that. We also have a second army being built, so that's good. Anyway, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.